Hey guys, it's Ashley from Switching It Up. This is the last video that I'm going to take in this purple shirt and gold cardigan today. So the first 3 videos that I'm posting on my channel are all going to be this because I'm recording them all together. My middle is homesick from school, and so I'm just taking the opportunity to bust this out. So let's just go. I want to talk about where I am in the preoperative process. I don't know. Okay, I do know. Actually, I do know. Last year, I felt like flutterings of thoughts that I needed to do something. I had lost some weight about 2 years ago in a natural approach, and by natural, what I really mean is through supplements. And I've since gained most of it back. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression in the last year, and I'm working closely with my doctor to monitor that and also to find medications which I think work for me, which took a lot. It was really difficult for me to go to the doctor and talk to them about this. I actually believe my depression started a few years back, and I probably will. I'm going to write that down. See? This is productive. This is how not planned this video is. This is just me being productive. I mean, this is just me talking off the cuff. That would be a good topic, because I know a lot of us who do deal with weight issues also deal with depression, and some of you may also get the bonus of anxiety. Woohoo! That would be me. And I would like to talk about my depression, but not right now. So I checked into it with our insurance about exactly what gets covered, and they do cover weight loss surgery. At the time, my husband had been at his job for about 1 year, and things were kind of put on, the brakes were kind of applied, because one of their things was that you have to have been an employee for 24 months. So I know that there's like prep time going into all of this, but I kind of just like put the brakes on it for a little bit, because I'm like, well, we're at 12 months. It's like a whole nother year. And I didn't truly understand how long the process can be. And I've learned by really watching videos in the community on Instagram and here on YouTube that for some people it can be a quick process, like 2-3 months, and others it can be a much longer process depending on what the requirements of your insurance are, your surgeon, and stuff like that. So I kind of put it on hold. About 4 months ago, I signed up to attend a bariatric informational session. I am a Florida girl, and I am working with Orlando Health Systems, and I saw Dr. Back up. So I went to the informational meeting, and it was Dr. Teixeira who was giving the talk, and kind of went over a couple different options that they offer in the bariatric center. They offer gastric bypass. They offer the duodenal switch. Still haven't figured that out. And they offer. They're on a clinical. I don't think it's a clinical trial, but I don't know what you call it. But for the balloon, And yeah, I think those were the main ones that they offered. They no longer do the the gastric sleeve. They do the gastric sleeve. I can't believe I forgot about that one. They no longer do the lap band. I don't know if that's everywhere. The impression I got from them is not very many people do the lap band anymore because there were so many issues. If you didn't check out my last video, I'll try to link it up here, about the lap band. I talked a little bit about the history of weight loss surgery and my knowledge of it and how I've encountered it throughout my life. So yeah, I'll try to put that up there. And so kind of went through like your BMI, what BMI you have to be for certain procedures, because for the duodenal switch procedure, I believe it was you had to have a BMI of like 49 or 50, something like that. And so I kind of left that meeting feeling like my intuition was kind of telling me that the switch would be best for me. I'm at a high end of BMI. I need to lose a lot of weight. Statistically, those who do the duodenal switch can lose, up to 70 to 80% of their excess weight. As opposed to like gastric bypass, which I believe the numbers are around 50 to 60. And I don't recall what the switch is. I do have some information, an informational sheet. And when I feel like I have a true understanding of something, I would be happy to make informational videos. But at this point, like, I'm a novice. Like, I'm new here. I'm not trying to make videos pretending like I know what I'm talking about. So I went to that, and I made an appointment for an initial consult then, and it was like a month out or something like that. I really need to look at the date because I would like to have a good timetable to look back on of when that consultation was. So maybe that would be good. Maybe a timetable would be good. So I went to the initial consultation. I talked to the doctor. It was a very short visit. He said that he'd be willing to do the gastric sleeve or the duodenal switch, DS. Can we just say DS? All right, cool. Or the DS surgery on me. He was comfortable with either of those. I kind of expressed that I was more interested in the DS. And he said, cool. And it was a very short visit, but I felt extremely comfortable with him. He's like a really nice guy. And I feel like I can be at liberty of saying that. Like, I know that we all think, we've encountered people we think are nice people, and then they turn out to be total a-holes. But I have, like, this intuitive thing where I can meet someone, and I almost always know if they're a good person. Bet you didn't sign up to learn that when you clicked on this video, but, we're all full of surprises here. Okay, so after I met with the doctor, I saw a patient care coordinator type of person, gave me a packet, gave me all these scripts for things I need to do. And so I had to have blood work done, of course. I had to, which I did, I have had that done. I need to have a psych eval, which I had last Thursday, which was fine. I needed to have a nutritionist appointment. I saw that last week, which was very informative, very terrifying at the same time. I'm sure there will be another video on that. The vitamins terrify me, y'all. Like, that is the thing that I keep coming back to that makes me apprehensive. So if you have some good advice or be like, get over it, Ashley, it's vitamins, you're changing your life. I mean, I'm good with either way. I don't need to be coddled. Oh, there it goes. Boom. Isn't that amazing? I don't need to be coddled. Speak the truth. I'm good with that. However you choose to share the truth is cool. I just want the support of the community. And in 2 days, I have a EKG scheduled and a gallbladder ultrasound scheduled. So the way my surgeon does it is they do the gallbladder thing, and if your gallbladder looks like shit, then they take it out during the surgery. Like, peace out. They're not dealing. And I'm really glad that I have that, because I have had, in the last couple years, I've had pains that could be described as gallbladder pain, but I never really did anything about it. And my mom worked in a hospital for her whole life, so I feel like if I tell her, like, oh, my finger hurts, she's going to tell me some, like, rare disease that it could be. So her advice doesn't hold a ton of weight for me, medically speaking. So I would tell her about these pains. She's like, oh, it's your gallbladder. You probably need to have your gallbladder out. You need to schedule blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I really do crave a lifestyle that is more holistic. I try to incorporate it in ways that I can. So, like, I'm not one that's, like, quick to go to the doctor and be like, oh, please just cut me open and take out my gallbladder because my mom says there's a problem with it. That's not it. So I'm interested to see the report on the gallbladder ultrasound, and I will keep you guys posted. So they will take that out during the surgery. I'm also interested to see, because I had mentioned in a previous video that I had a ventral hernia repair just over a year ago. And I have had some, like, stretching, pulling pains the last couple weeks. So I'm curious when, they're not just doing the gallbladder ultrasound, they're doing the gallbladder and the entire abdomen. So I am curious about that. I'm also curious, one of the reasons that they check my abdomen is because I have a family risk of a abdominal aortic aneurysm. That is what my grandfather passed away from. And that is what my dad passed away from suddenly, unfortunately, several years ago. So every couple years I have to get that checked out to make sure things are okay, because if you do have an abdominal aortic aneurysm, that you can catch it before it ruptures, there is a repair that can be done. It is called, like, the silent killer or the widowmaker or something like that if it is not caught, because unless you're, like, legit in the hospital when it happens, it is extremely hard to repair and to live. It's just, that's why they call it the widowmaker. So I have to stay on top of that, and so I'm kind of curious about the abdominal ultrasound, how all of that looks as well. Let's see. So yeah, as soon as I get the testing done this week, they're going to put together a package, and they're going to submit it to the insurance. And so my insurance does cover it. There is a copay. It's a big copay. Let's just say let's just say it, like, rhymes with the word tree thousand. And so it's a commitment financially. Along with the co-pays leading up to all of this, and then the anesthesia and stuff, like, it is a commitment, a financial commitment. So that's another reason I really want to immerse myself in this community, is because I crave success, you all. I crave it. I will have it. And I know that I need y'all. I need my family here. I need my friends. I need everything. I need all the tools in every tool belt, because I need to be successful. I have emotional investment. I have financial investment. My health, like, I need it. So that's kind of where I am at preoperatively. I also am seeing a therapist. Like, one day there just won't be this thing right here. Like, bleh. Now this bleh is something I'm working on too, because I have a very big problem with loving myself as is. And that's probably, like, a whole new video series. That is definitely not something I should just touch on right now. But I do want to mention that just as I will be taking care of myself dietarily, I am taking care of my heart and my head, and I have a therapist that I currently am seeing weekly, and I don't plan on that changing anytime soon because I need it. You don't get so overweight by accident. And there are a lot of childhood traumas and stuff, guys. We all have stuff, right? And I never talk about my stuff. That's the problem. And that's the weirdest thing about starting this channel is like, I'm the person who doesn't talk about problems, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let's be open on the internet. Okay. Well, there's that. So let's just go with it. Like, I'm on a groove. I've decided to do this thing, and we are not going to ask questions why, right? Yes. So my Instagram is below if you want to connect. I have it set as private, so just go ahead and request me. And if you don't look like a creeper, and when I say don't look like a creeper, I don't mean like physically you need to look a certain way. I mean, if I go to your page and you look like a perfectly nice person who is interested in similar things, then I'll probably add you. If you look like you're trying to, I can't think of a good analogy, but if you're trying to sell me something, you're trying to help me find Jesus, I already know Jesus, we're good. Or if you're trying to, act like you want to get in my pants, bye, see ya, peace. Not interested. But I am so interested in this community, and I want to thank you guys for watching this, and this will be the last video today in purple shirt and gold sweater. Note of interest, this combo right here, these are my high school colors. Rocking it. Purple and gold. Purple and gold. Alright, guys. I will talk to you guys later. And, yeah. I'm glad to get these videos up. So, sorry about the lack of fancy thumbnails and stuff. But I'm, like, keeping it real on this channel, you guys. Like, I have other YouTube channels that have all the cutesy whatevers. Not consistently. I'm not consistent with any of the other channels right now. But, I'm not trying to look a certain way. I'm just trying to be real, authentic. This is who I am. This is what I got. This is where I'm going. I'd like to join y'all. I want to join y'all. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.